All right, welcome to Peaceful Warrior Yoga. And today's theme is moving from nothing to something. So let's start on our backs. The classic nothing in yoga is called Shavasana. So let's start with a nice relaxed letting go. And let that letting go be a letting go of the day, maybe the week, maybe the last month or so. Letting go of the history until you become more and more present to what's happening in this moment. Arguably, you could say nothing's happening in this moment, or you could say everything is happening in this moment. Let the breath slow down, let the body relax. And let the skin and face become soft. Let it drape over the bones. Just accepting where you're at with whatever's going on. You might be full, you might be empty, you might be bursting with energy, you might be tired, you might be somewhere in between. Let that beginning inform the present moment. Let the jaw relax as you exhale and slowly turn the head to the right. And with the head turned to the right, take a deeper breath in. Take a deep, slow breath in and hold the breath. And then let go with a sigh. Inhale the head back to neutral. Exhale, turning the head to the left. Noticing any sensations you feel. Take a deep breath in here and hold the breath. Letting go with a sigh. Inhale the head back to neutral. Starting this moment freshly. From nothing, lift the right knee and squeeze the right knee into the ribs. Turn the head to the right and then the left. Grab the right knee for a moment with the right hand and start to turn it in a circle, the only constraint being the length of your arm. Hand over the kneecap, lubricating that right femur. Inside the hip joint. Pause. Exhale, relax the right foot, and then rotate the opposite direction. The next time the knee comes over to the ribs, grip both hands, interlace the fingers over the shin, over the knee. Take a deep breath in, hold the breath. Exhale, lift the head up, lift the left foot a few inches off the ground and bring the head to the knee, knee to the head. Breathe here. Just squeeze and feel. Slide the left hand down to grab the right foot or the ankle or the shin. Lay the head down into Supta Kapitasana. Recline pigeon. And feel the shift of sensation into your thighs. And create a little rotation here. Similar to the last rotation, but because both hands are gripping, the rotation is very small. The other way. Pause, clasp the hands behind the hamstring and extend the right heel to heaven. Take a deep breath in here. Hold the breath. Exhale, lift the head and climb up the leg. Walk your hands up the leg, bringing the nose towards the knee, knee towards the nose. And then slowly come down into tree pose on the back. Right foot against the left leg. Come back to zero, come back to relaxation. And notice the sensations in this moment. What's already shifting? Extend the right leg. Pick up the left knee and hug the left knee into the ribs. Turn the head to the left. Take a deep breath in and hold the breath. Exhale, lift the head up, bring the nose to the knee, knee to the nose. Push out through that right leg, lift the right foot 2 inches off the ground. Slide the right hand down to grab that left ankle, lay back down into. Well, before we do that, let's grab the left knee with the left hand. Relax the left foot. And start to turn the left knee in a big circle. We don't want to forget the circle. And the circle is in the shape of 0. Noticing what the feeling sensations are like as the left knee orbits the hip. Pause, relax the left foot. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, turn the knee in the opposite direction. Pause. Take a deep breath in. Clasp the shin, clasp the knee, squeeze in. Exhale, lift the head up, lift that right foot up. Ah, that's better. Drive out through the right heel. Curl the toes of that right foot back. Release that calf muscle. Then slide the right hand gently down. Capture the ankle or heel. Lay back down into pigeon. And create a small circle this time. The pigeon circle. Smaller orbit. Other direction. Pause. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, turn the head to the left. Inhale, neutral. Extend left heel to heaven. Grab the hamstring. Push up through that left heel. Feel the back of that left hamstring. Take a deep breath in, hold the breath. Exhale, release, lift the head, walk the hands up the leg, bring the nose towards the knee towards the nose. Come down into tree pose, letting everything return to the earth. Letting go of everything that's effortful. Exhale, turn the head to the left. And then release the left leg, release the neck, come into Shavasana. Bring the soles of the feet together into Supta Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose on the back. Bring the hands out 90 degrees, palms face up. Start to lift the right hand and the right knee up, bringing them together onto the side body like a big clamshell that just closed. Open the clamshell out, slowly coming back onto your back, Supta Baddha Konasana. Deep breath in, and as you exhale, clamshell to the right side. Left side comes up and over. Inhale, opening the clamshell. Relaxing, taking 2 or 3 breaths in open clamshell. Do 2 more iterations in your own time, taking 2 or 3 breaths with clamshell closed, and then 2 or 3 breaths with clamshell opened. So nice and steady, feeling the body both open and closed. If you want to do more iterations, you can. But if possible, spend those 2 or 3 breaths simply feeling the present moment. What does each position reveal? How you feel, how you breathe. The next time you come to neutral, you can pause. In open clamshell Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the knees up for a moment. Inhale, lift the hips into the air and feel bridge pose. Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift up. Keep the back of the neck long. Exhale, come down. You might remove anything that's underneath the head at this point, so you don't cram or jam the throat. You might start the movement from the tailbone, articulating through the vertebra to the neck. A little bit more awareness of the movement to keep you focused. Explore the feet. What's it like to do this with the feet together? Knees together. Notice how that activates the glutes a little bit more. Bring the feet out, hip width distance. Notice the hamstrings activate a little more. Bring the feet out wider still, shoulder width or wider, and feel that activation. Maybe in the low back. Bring the feet back together, splay the knees out to the side so you come onto the edges of the feet, and continue lifting into your bridge with knees open, feet together. Once again, feeling the glutes activate here. Let's add some shoulder work. Bring the hands up over the chest. As you inhale, lift the hands over the head. As you exhale, float the hands down beside the hips. Work at the speed of your breath. Inhaling as you lift and reach. Exhaling as you lower and touch the hands. See if your butt and your hands can reach the extreme ends of the movement at the same time. It's going to take a lot of coordination, a lot of concentration. But if you articulate the vertebrae, it should be easier. The next time you lift and extend, pause and hold. Reach a little further with the arms, lift the hips a little more. Keep the soles of the feet together. Keep the back of the neck long. And bring the hands underneath the buttocks, palms down, fingertips, index fingers and thumb tips touching, creating a little diamond shape, and then sit on your hands. Sit on the hands. Lift the feet into the air, keeping the bottoms of the feet together, knees apart, and drop the feet back to the earth. 1. Lift, inhale. Exhale, lower slowly. 2. Lift. Lower. 3. Adjust your hands if this feels like too much pressure. 4. 5, and hold up. and hold up. Squeeze the butt. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, kick the feet into the air and lift the butt off the ground. And then slowly come down, let the feet touch the floor. So there's a little plyometric push into the sky, a little jump as you come up. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, push up. Lifting the buttocks and the legs up into the air. Try to keep the bottoms of the feet together as much as you can. 2, 3, so your butt comes right off the hands as you lift up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Come down, drop the feet to the mat, lift the hips, remove the hands, palms face up, and come into Shavasana. Relax the shoulders. Come back to 0. Come back to 0, but see that this 0 is different from the 0 at the beginning of the class. This 0 is pregnant with energy. You can feel the energy you've just created in the body. Exhale, turn the head left. And then right. Bring both knees up, knees wide. Squeeze the knees in towards the ribs, rock from side to side. Pause. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lift the head up between the knees. And reach the hands in between the feet. Grab the bottom of the feet. Pull the knees back. Pull the feet back. As if you're trying to pull the feet back so your head's trying to come between your feet. Feel the release in the low back, in the hips, in the adductors. On the next exhale, come into happy baby. And rock from side to side. Massaging out the back. And then bring the knees together, feet together. Cross the ankles, lift the head, pull the back of the hamstrings in close, and start to rock forward and backward, like a little rocking chair. The next time you come up, pause, keeping the feet off the ground. Bringing the shins parallel, knees bent. Extend the legs. Drive out through the heel bones. Find the tipping point here on the tailbone, on the sit bones. Shoulders back. Try to keep that spine from rounding as you extend the hands into boat. Palms face up. Retract the shoulder blades. Focus on the breath here as you extend. Feel the quadriceps, feel the sensation. Focus on the breath. Exhale, release. Come onto all fours. Hands on the shoulders, knees on the hips. Cat and cow. Well, we're getting there. We're getting there. Let cat and cow start to extend so that as you inhale, come forward, straightening the knees into a variation of up dog. Knees can stay on the ground. Feel that in the low back. And then exhale back to child pose. In child pose, really let the head and neck dangle. Inhale, come forward. Notice the gaze of the eyes move. So the head is moving with the movement of the hips. As you exhale, the chin comes towards the chest and you let the head dangle. As you inhale, the eyes start to move along the mat and then look up towards the sky. So you feel the head movement with the hips. Feel how they work together as a team at each end of the spine. When you come to upward facing dog, if you wish to, keeping the tops of the feet on the mat, lift the knees and feel that extension in the ankles, squeeze the butt. Drop the knees as you come back to child pose. If you get cramps at all, you can curl the toes. Move with the rhythm of your breath. As you come forward and lift the head, feel the abdominals stretch out. The hip flexors, the ankles. And as you come back into child, feel the relief in the low back, the mid back, and the neck. Keep this movement going, but the next time you come back, come into into downward dog. Bring the head forward, high plank. Drop the knees, come into upward dog. Exhale, child pose. Creating a little flow here. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, high plank. Drop the knees, up dog. Exhale, child pose. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, up dog. Inhale, child pose. So the breathing's starting to change a little bit here. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, up dog. Inhale, child pose. One more round on your own. All meeting in child pose, grab the heels of the feet to release the the wrists. Turn the head left and then right. Come up to Vajrasana with or without blocks. Clasping the hands. Fingers clasped, elbows together, and release the wrists by turning the knuckles in a circular, infinite sign movement. Try to keep the elbows glued together, and then the other way. and release the hands. Exhale, come onto all fours. Downward dog, right foot high to the sky, three-legged dog. Step the right foot forward. Keep the hands under the heart. Point the toes of that left foot and inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale, round the back. So we have this lizard or dragon runner's lunge with a little cat and cow movement. The next time you round, walk the hands back. You can use blocks here to elevate the hands if you like, and sit back on that back heel. The hands pressing into the block so the earth can take weight off that back ankle if it's not happy. Bring the head towards the knee, and then inhale, lift the head up. Look up. Exhale, head down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, head down. Inhale, lift up. Really releasing that right hamstring. The next time the head drops, you can pause and take the appropriate amount of weight over that left bent knee, over that left ankle and shin. Using the blocks, you can walk your hands forward, lift the gaze, lift the hands, kneeling warrior. Sweep the hands over that right thigh and then back up. I'm going to do 5 of those. Just sweep, palms into prayer and then back up. 2, 3. Let your head start to turn a little more to that right shoulder. 4. The next time you come down, pause. 5. From here, bend the elbows, bring the hands up towards the chest. See if your hands can touch the sternum, and then straighten the arms back down towards the floor. 1, bend. 2, straighten. Bend. 3, straighten. 4, straighten. 5, and hold, prayer twist. Breathe. Inhale, release, lift up, kneeling warrior. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot high to the sky, three-legged dog. Big step forward, keep the hands under the heart. Drop the right knee, extend the right foot, right ankle. Lift the gaze, and then drop the gaze, rounding the back. Start to move through cat and cow. So you're feeling the stretch in the groin area here as you lift the gaze. The pelvis tilts forward. And as you round, the pelvis tilts back and you stretch the back. You might have your blocks handy to prepare to walk backwards over that back heel. The next time you round, push the hips back, walk your hands back, taking the weight back over that right knee, right shin. Once again, the blocks can activate here, support you. Exhale, push up, lower down, bring the head down towards the knee. Inhale, lift the gaze, straighten the arms, take the weight off the shin, exhale, come down. So just using these pulsations of extension and relaxation to introduce the joint gently into the sensations. Feeling that front hamstring as you drop down and bring your head down. The next time you drop your head, pause and let the weight sink appropriately into that bent knee on that right side. Walk the hands forward, inhale, kneeling warrior. And then sweep the hands over that left thigh and back up. Start to increase the range of neck rotation, looking back a little deeper. So the neck starts to come with the hands. The next time you come into the sweep, pause, and then bend the elbows, stack the elbows, palms stacked, and then straighten. 1, 2, exhaling as you bend the elbows. 3, 4. On the 5th one, hold prayer twist. Work on your form here. Breathing through the sensations. Inhale, reach up, kneeling warrior. Exhale, downward dog. Right foot high to the sky, three-legged dog. Have your blocks handy at the top of the mat. This time stepping forward with that right foot. Keep the hands on the ground or the blocks. Keep the left knee lifted. So really feeling that runner's lunge now. I'm going to bring my hands onto the blocks. It gives me a little more range of motion in the beginning. We're going to do that cat and cow iteration here. Oh, lift the gaze. Keep the front foot flat on the earth. And then exhale, round the back. And notice your two legs operating here. The back leg stays straight the whole time. The front leg bends and then starts to straighten as you round the back. Start to feel this movement in that right hamstring. The blocks can really make a difference here, and they can give you more range of motion. Now, just like we did last time, the next time you round the back, walk the blocks back a little bit until that front leg becomes straight. Bring the back foot in enough so that both heels are grounded. Both feet are flat on the floor, and the feet are roughly parallel. And the left hip comes forward, right hip comes back. If you need to bring the blocks to a higher level, you can. Right hip back, left hip forward. Let's practice that little swivel a little bit. Right hip forward, left hip back. And now switch. Left hip forward, right hip back. It's a small movement in the hips, but it adds a lot of different sensations through the legs. Try it a few more times. Swivel left hip forward, right hip back. Then relax. One more. Now the next time that left hip comes forward, right hand stays on the block, left hand to the hip. Lift that left shoulder up and start to revolve your chest towards the long edge of the mat, looking up towards the ceiling. Drive through both feet. Keep both legs nice and straight. Lift the left hand to the sky. And then slowly bring the left hand down. And then lift it again. Inhale. Now it can tap the block or it can come further towards the floor. You might find it grows as you do this. Inhaling, exhaling. As you exhale and bring the hand down to the floor, feel that right hamstring start to lengthen. That's what we're after here. We want that right hamstring to lengthen as that left hand comes closer and closer to the floor. The next time you lift, pause and hold pyramid. And then drop the hand, hands on the blocks. Work your hips again. Left hip forward, right hip back. Left hip forward, right hip back. So we're just jiggling the hips here. Take the weight into the left hand, left block or ground. Bring the right hand to the hip. So feeling that revolved twist. Right shoulder back, looking towards the ceiling. Lift the right hand up. And then down towards the ground. Right hand up. Exhale down to the ground. 2, 3, 4. Up and hold. Keep driving that left heel into the ground. Exhale, hands to the earth. Blocks can stay at the mat. Step back, downward dog. Left foot high to the sky, three-legged dog. Step forward, left foot on the earth. Hands under the heart on the ground or on blocks. Lift the gaze and then round the back. Back knee is lifted, back leg is straight the whole time. Back heel is off the ground at this point. We're feeling runner's lunge with cat and cow. Oh. And becoming aware of that front knee, front hamstring. As you straighten, as it straightens, as the knee unlocks, you start to feel the hamstring. If you're using blocks, you'll feel it even more. The next time you round, bring the blocks to the level where you can straighten that front leg. And bring the back leg in close enough so both heels are grounded. Both heels are flat, roughly parallel and wide. So we want the feet wide on the mat. Right hand, right hip. And look up. Straighten that front leg, really push down through the foot so you feel that left hamstring stretch out. Hand to heaven. Exhale, tap towards the ground. Inhale, lift. Now the more you repeat this, you might find the range of motion slowly grows, which is good. And let's do a little hip wiggling here. The next time the right hand comes to the block or the ground, right hip forward, left hip back. Relax. Again, right hip forward, left hip back. Just that small wiggle. Take the weight into the right hand, left hand on the hip. Gaze to the ceiling. Right hip forward, lift that left hand. Exhale, left hand to the earth. Lift. Exhale. Rotate, lift, in. Exhale. Back heel stays nice and ground. If that back heel starts to lift off, bring the foot in a little closer. The next time you come down, step that right foot forwards, come into a forward fold. Grab the opposite elbows and dangle. Bend the knees a little bit here so you protect the knees. And you can straighten the knees a little bit more and then relax them, just feeling a little pulse. Feeling how you straighten the hamstrings should feel a little bit longer now. And as you come forward, widen the feet, toes point out, and come into a low squat. Bring the hands together. Exhale, drop the hands to the block, come up to a forward fold. Rotate the feet out, come into a low squat. Hands together. Come up, lift the hips, drop the head, forward fold. Rotate the feet out, low squat. Let's do 3 more. Two more. One more, coming back to your squat. And this time with the squat, look up and stand up, reach up, 5-pointed star. Smile. Exhale, low squat. Inhale, up, 5-pointed star. Exhale, low squat. Inhale, 5-pointed star. Exhale, low squat. And then come onto your sit bones. And let's explore a little pose that just popped into my head. I don't think I've ever done it, so it may not be pretty. So I'm going to start with my easier side just to see how it works. Let's see. Can you cross your right ankle over the left knee and then clasp your hands on your left knee? And we're going to find a balance pose here. So you come backwards a little bit so you can balance on your sit bones, left foot off the ground if possible. And all I'm trying to do is squeeze in a little bit into that figure 4. It doesn't feel that I'm not sure what's happening yet. Let's try extending the left leg. So grab the hamstring, keep your figure 4, grab your hamstring and extend. Watch the shoulders don't hunch around here. All right, let's drop that foot back down. We'll try keeping the figure 4, hands behind you, and we're going to lift the butt and move forward and backward, forward and backward, forward and backward, forward. See if your butt can touch that front heel and backward.
Remember, this is just playtime. We're just figuring out what's happening here. Drop the butt down for a moment and straighten that leg. Still with the figure 4. Take the weight behind you into the hands. Keeping that front leg straight, toes curled back. Figure 4, lift the hips up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Clasp the hands, elbows together, and let's shake out those wrists. Rotations, infinity sign, reverse direction. Shake, shake, shake. Now I'm going to do my non-dominant side, so this is going to be a little tougher for me. Left figure 4, bending that right knee, and then coming up off the ground and finding the balance point, pulling it in towards with balance. Focus on the breath. Watch the shoulders don't compensate by rounding that back. Keep trying to bring the shoulder blades back. I know we all like to round here to compensate. Let's try a straight leg here. Toes curled back. Watch the shoulders don't hunch like mine just did. And then bending that knee again, keep the figure 4. This time hands behind, and we're just going to move the hips forward and backwards. A little bit of arm strength here in the triceps. The next time you come back, extend the front leg. And we'll do whole body lifts here. Toes curled back, figure 4, lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Heels together. Grab a couple of blocks or a bolster and just rest your head on the blocks or bolster. Now the blocks, you can rest your chin if you like. Resting your chin keeps the spine straighter, so you're more in a hinge. And that's particularly helpful if you have osteopenia or symptoms of osteoporosis. Still gives you the forward hinge without compromising the spine. If you round the head, if you drop the forehead towards the block, creates a little rounding. Try to keep the head supported. And come back to this original concept of nothing. So we've gone from nothing to something. We went from 0 outwards into our practice. And we're returning back to 0. As we cool down, make sure the body is warm, make sure the body is protected. And once again, notice the different quality of 0. So in the Jewish tradition, they have what's called run and return. So you gather your energy, you return home, and then you run out into the world and use up your energy, and then you return. So we're constantly replenishing the source of energy through sleep, rest, recuperation, recovery. And then we run again. We're out in the world, we use that energy again. So right now, feel yourself returning to zero, slowly come up and come into Shavasana.
Have your legs in any position that feels supportive for you. Knees together, knees apart, legs extended, legs supported by a bolster. Whatever Shavasana works for you. Let yourself come back to zero. To nothing. And notice the quality of this zero. What has your practice changed about the quality of zero? And of all the numbers we have in the number system, zero is one of, if not the most interesting of all the numbers. It separates negative from positive. It's it's the source from which all numbers emerge. But the quality of zero can be very different in each new moment. There's an infinity of variations of zero. Exhale, turn the head left. Inhale, the head neutral. Exhale, the head right. Pick up the knees and bring them towards your chest. Right hand under the head and roll onto the right side. Then curl up into a little ball. And then slowly press up into a comfortable seated position. And feel the quality of zero in the vertical direction. Take a deep breath in, bring the hands together at the chest, let the head bow in gratitude for this moment.
Namaste. Thank you.